Good morning, sunshine. Welcome to Morning Inspiration with Friends with our host, Miss Inspiration. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe as you sit back and listen. Good morning. Happy Friday. We are here. I am your girl, Tanisha. Your name is Inspiration. This is another episode of Morning Inspiration with Friends. Hey, friend. But we are here. We made it through another Friday, another week. I mean, this week ain't over yet because we still got to make it through today. But I believe we are going to make it through. Okay, we're going to make it through. So today I realized, I was like, I haven't done. Hold on, y'all. The weather is looking a little suspecty today. Lord, we ask that you cover us. You cover us from any winds, any tornado warnings, any threats. Cover us in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Thank you. Keep me in prayers over here because it is looking windy. But yeah, so I realized, I said, I've been in Tulsa now, guys. I can't believe it's been 2 years, 5 months, about to be two years, 2.5 years. And I still can't believe it. Like, I'm still, it's like, 2023, for those of you that don't know, 2023, my sister sent me a TikTok of places that will pay you to relocate. And the video that she sent me was Tulsa Remote. So when I watched the video and just did like a quick preliminary search, I saw that they were accepting applications because I do believe that I had seen it like in 2021, but when I went, the applications they were not accepting applications. And then I just applied. I prayed, and I was like, God, and this is for me, because I was ready for a change. I was ready to leave the hustle and bustle of New York City. And I was like, I want to be able to go somewhere that I can thrive, enjoy my life, but not feel like I'm always on the go. And so that night I had applied to the program. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't say anything to anyone. I just applied. And then they was like, oh, you're up to like 4 weeks. I heard back from them in 2 days. And then in 2 days turned into my interview happening the day after my cousin was murdered. And I think part of me feels like that was another confirmation of like, it's just time to go. Like, it's time. Like, the city is not what it used to be. Home isn't what it used to be in a good way. And I just, it was just like, and I remember going into that interview and God placed it on my heart. Don't even mention what happened. Just go in there, show up, show who you are, because that's what that's what they need to see in this interview. And I did that. And I literally turned around and, God was like, yes. Because they say yes, and I was accepted. And, the process started. And then the cool part about it is that just long over the weekend, I realized, because I don't know if you guys also know, I was on House Hunters, buying my house out here. And House Hunters or HGTV put it on their TikTok. So I've actually been having more conversations about my move to Tulsa because of the fact that people have been seeing the House Hunter episode. And, people are like, how long have you been here? How do you like it? And, for me, I always tell people you have to like really get to a point of knowing what it is that you really want, so that when you start making these decisions, especially about relocating from a really big city, one of the largest cities on earth, like Brooklyn alone has more people than I think the state of Oklahoma as a whole. Brooklyn, little old Brooklyn, New York, has more people than the state of Oklahoma, or probably just as many people in the state of Oklahoma. So to leave that to come to this, where Tulsa has less than 500,000 people, it's like, it's when I say my nervous system for one has like relaxed, because, and I don't believe in claiming like, oh, you have anxiety. I don't believe in claiming those things. But when I go back to New York, I understand what people mean when they feel like the anxiety. I just get emotional because it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be here. Like, I would love to be anywhere else. Like, literally my prayer, and I'm so sincere in my prayer, is that God multiply my finances to the point where whenever I want to see my family, all I have to do is book us all a flight and we meet somewhere else and we can explore another city. Like, that's my prayer, because everyone is like, oh, you don't want to come back? No, I don't. I don't even want to come back to visit. Like, my niece is graduating this year. Yes, I'm going to be there for that. But my mom, she asked me yesterday, she was like, how long are you going to be here? And I was like, girl, 3 days. 3 days in and out. Let me get there, graduation, have family time, and I'm back on a plane back to Tulsa. Tulsa brings me such a peace that people don't understand this. When people hear me say that, they're like, because even like on the TikTok video for HGTV, people were like, she's saying that there's fresh air. There's no fresh air. When you compare the fresh air in New York City, sorry, the air quality in New York City compared to Oklahoma, it is. Everyone doesn't have allergies, right? The Oklahoma does have horrible allergies. I have so many friends that they said that when they moved here, they just had to get on allergy medication and not over the counter, because that's how bad it is. But I don't struggle with that, right? So that's not my reality. So my reality is that it is still a better quality of air and fresher air than it was. This is very sunny. Oklahoma is one of the sunniest states, because we don't have a lot of tall buildings. Like, so New York, somebody was like, oh, it's sunny in New York. Yes, you have to go to those spots. Like, you have to actually know. All I have to do, if the sun was out right now, I could literally bring this laptop, take you to my back deck, and you understand what I'm talking about. If I was to go live at like 12 o'clock, the sun is literally right above my house. It is so sunny here, and it's just gorgeous, and it's beautiful. Like, I already have a tan, right? I don't think you can really tell. No, you can't really tell. But I'm already getting tans from being out in the sun so much, because that's just like, oh, such a good feeling. But this year, don't you know I'm on live? Sorry, that's my mama calling me. Mama, I'm on live. But so what have I been doing since I've been here besides enjoying the sun? I definitely have been focusing more on community. This year, when I did my prayer for 2026, God was like, community, right? In Tulsa's community, in North Tulsa's community primarily. And I went to my first community meeting last weekend. Was it last weekend or 2 weekends ago? Went to my first community week meeting. I see that they have a workshop tomorrow that they are sponsoring for people to learn how to, do it yourself, home improvements. I'm definitely going to try to go to that because I need to learn some things. Okay. And I just love that, there's so much going on. But the one thing I can say about Tulsa, and I've been saying this from the time that I got here, the marketing, right? The marketing in Tulsa is not the greatest. So it's like you really have to get connected with people, or you have to know how to search for things. So once I got into the right, because there's like multiple Facebook groups, and you always got to figure out which Facebook group is the most legitimate one. So I was a part of some North Tulsa Facebook groups, and then I found the right one, the one that is like all the community programs, all of the organizations. I mean, when I went to that meeting, I found out about development that's going on right near my house, like just a couple of miles away from my house. And I had no knowledge of it because, one, I don't frequent that part of Tulsa, but then it's also, there's nobody to like kind of like throw it in our face, and some of the influencers, they focus on more like the downtown Art Deco area, which is fine. And so God is like, yeah, now you're going to focus more on bringing who you are, the resources that you are, computer literacy. You know, I love that everyone is diving into the tech. Everyone wants to teach everyone how to code. But one thing that I have observed by being here and God had placed on my heart, they still need you, right? Because I was starting to feel like everyone's tech, 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 code, code, code. I was like, yeah, maybe there's no space for me here. Maybe they don't really need what I have to offer, you know. And when I say what I offer, I have been teaching computer software, computer literacy for the last 16 years on and off to adults. I've been doing that, and the more that I have tried to walk away from it, God continues to show me, no, people still need this. So people still need to know Excel. People are looking to learn how to still type because they don't know how to type. They're looking for someone that's just going to kind of help guide them and see how they can use Microsoft Word that's going to be purposeful and meaningful for them. That's why my business is called Purposeful Training, because I'm purposefully helping you to use these tools. I just don't want to do it anymore, because like when you're teaching those college courses, you get, I think I have one of them. Yeah. So you end up getting one of these big textbooks, right? This is the Excel course that I teach, and you're just going through all of this, right? What I like to do is, if I'm gonna teach you Excel, and like the last company that I did an Excel training for, they are a graphic design and they sell scrubs. I created examples that was going to be relevant to what they're going to do. The book might give me examples about farming. Now, some of them might be farmers, but if the company is hiring me, why wouldn't I want to provide you resources and examples of what you're going to do so that you can see the correlation between the data in the spreadsheet that you're using on a daily basis and what whether it's like VLOOKUP, anything, pivot tables. You want to see that, because now when you go sit back at your desk and I'm no longer there, you're going to remember, okay, yes, I can do this with this one particular spreadsheet. I can have them pull out the demographics. I can have them identify age groups, different things like that. So he was just showing me like, no, it is still necessary, and it's not going to always be within a college setting. And that God had told me many years ago, like, you're not only going to teach in schools and follow their curriculum, you're just going to educate people wherever they are. So posting it on Eventbrite has given me opportunities to have host classes. I started to focus more on Google Workspace because everyone doesn't have the finances to pay for Microsoft, right? Again, Microsoft is still premium. They want you to pay for that. So I shifted into Google Workspace because, one, collaboration in the workplace is becoming more critical. And one thing I could say is that Google Workspace definitely does maximize that and giving you the best opportunity to collaborate with your team. But there are so many people who don't know how to use docs, sheets, slides, all the same thing as Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. So I'm giving them those tools and helping them to see, like, you're going to use it in these examples. That's what I did with the Google Workspace. At the end of every topic, it was either 4 weeks or it was going to be 2 days, because I did a boot camp, and I showed them, this is where you're going to see this. I even showed them job descriptions, because these were people that had no computer skills and were trying to get a job. And so I shifted, and it was like, okay, when you're looking at this job description and helping them to understand terminology, KPIs. Most people don't know what KPIs are, and then they don't know if your boss or your brand new supervisor is telling you, hey, I need the KPIs for XYZ. They don't even know what software to go to. They don't even know where to start. Someone says, I need you to create me a presentation deck, or I just need you to create me a deck. Some people don't know how to do that. So it's just like, I try to bring it and bridge it together. And the more that I sat in that community meeting, I heard, it was like God was just like, you see why I sent you here? You see why I'm telling you? Because there's so much of the basics that still has not been tapped into. They're jumping the gun. Everyone wants to, we're gonna do coding classes. And it's just like, they're coding with one finger. They still don't know how to type, right? So although as much as the technology and everyone, I see people online complaining they need to take out the Chromebooks, but baby, they're still not maximizing it. They still don't really know the fundamentals. They know what the teachers taught them, and the teachers probably taught them how to just type into a Google Doc and how to share it with them. That's it. that is still above what most people can do. But now when we start talking about inserting shapes and charts, things that they're going to actually need and formatting these documents for a newsletter, they're going to be stuck and they're not going to know what to do. And that is what you're going to do in your daily tasks. If you are an administrator, if you have some type of office position, those are the types of things that they're going to need you to do. Not just have you sitting here code all day. So, and we don't need we don't need only coders. So for me in this season in Tulsa, I'm making myself more visible, right? So I'm using social media. I have I didn't want to do food reviews. I still don't want to do food reviews, but they respond to that, because people are always looking for recommendations, right? Because of the lack of marketing. So there are so many people out here that have great restaurants and food trucks that no one even knows that they exist. So now people are turning to social media and saying, what is there to eat in Tulsa? And now they're scrolling. And then it's like, oh, Miss Inspiration pops up. And what is she talking about? This food truck? Oh, this restaurant? And I'm getting views. Like I've literally got one video on my TikTok that has 22,000 views. And I'm just sitting here like, what? I did another video. Now, it was a controversial video because I said that I know what the best burger in Oklahoma. And you do those types of things because you want to get them engaged. And when I saw that I had over 100 comments, I was like I think I had like 3,000 views on that video, but over 100 comments. But it's just the understanding and the visibility. And people are like, okay, they're coming to you. And hey, you should go try this because you might like that. And come back and let me know, because they're not doing that type of content, but they still want people's opinions about it. So that's what really this year is going to be about. It's just getting myself out there, not overthinking things, building that community, and seeing how people are growing. Yeah, last night, one of my friends here, she went through a program, didn't know that she even went through this 12-week program. And she had made a comment, and it was, no, she didn't make it. The person who was hosting, the person who's the founder of the organization, and she had made a comment to the people who didn't have loved ones there with them to support them during that time. And I was just like, it's so amazing, how we just met 2 years ago, right? And now we're sitting here showing up and celebrating one another, because a lot of us don't have immediate family here. Most of my friends that I have met here do not have any children here, do not have a spouse. They're single. They might be in relationships, but some are not. But now we have developed this community, and we're genuinely, right? And this is the genuine part. We're genuinely being there for one another. And I think that's the part that's so beautiful, because I have been in spaces with people where you didn't feel the genuineness. It was just like, yeah, you're cool. Oh, she got a nice car, oh, she's fly. But it's like, no, what's the character? Where's the heart? What are you doing? Like, every person that I am connected to in Tulsa is doing big things. And Tulsa has a lot of resources that I want people to really know. They have, if you are an entrepreneur or you are seeking to be an entrepreneur, I mean, we got Build in Tulsa, we got Mother Rose Kitchen. That's for the cooks and the chefs. It's a lot of resources. So if you want a place and you are already a remote worker, I'm just telling you, Tulsa Remote might be an opportunity for you to tap into. And then when you get here, because we're going to claim it for you, when you get here, get tapped into the resources, Gradient. The one perk that we have, and even I don't take full advantage, and a lot of us don't, but I even have to remember that with Tulsa Remote, I have a membership to a co-working space that has a gorgeous facility, and they host several workshops that are free for us, and they bring in experts. So they have people, just like I said, with Purposeful Software, they actually have people that will come and do Excel for you as a business owner. So they're going to teach you the Excel features, the functions that are going to most likely be beneficial to you in your business. That's available to us. Most people are paying $200 for that type of course, and we get it for free because we came through the program. And then they also have so many programs that they introduce you to. I'm actually contemplating, I do have like a week and a half left where I will, there is a program because I want to bring purposeful training to Oklahoma. It's registered in New York, and I really just haven't done much of it. But when I saw that, I was like, you can get like you can win the winning prize is 25,000, and I believe this next one is for service providers, which I am. I might just try it. Like, even if I don't win, but going through a process and getting that help, the support, right? I've done a lot of things on my own. And the one thing that I have continued to remember is that we can definitely do a lot more if we have people that were the right people that was on our team. And I know that a person like me, I'm like, oh, I can do it. I can figure it out. Because I can figure things out. But guess what? Someone out there already is purpose to do this and they're great at it. They are a master at it. Why not partner with them so that we can grow and get there faster? They win, I win. We just win together. So that's something that I encourage. I meet people all the time. People do still inbox me when they see my videos and they're like, is it a real program? Is it legitimate? How are the people out there? And I'm very honest with you. So you can always hit me up on any of my platforms, Instagram or TikTok. You see it down below if you have questions about this type of program. And yes, you do get paid $10,000. That part is 100% legit. That's not a gimmick. And it's only for a 1 year commitment, right? And I think that's important because for most people, I have seen other programs, because there are other programs like this. This is not the only program, but they're not related to one another. Each city is different. But there's some programs that they want you to stay for 5 years and they're giving you only $5,000. Like, I'm going to need you to go sit down with that. No shade, but I'm going to need you to sit down with that. So 10,000 1 year community, and you just find yourself. I feel like a lot of us are in this space of finding ourselves and really just recreating or just finally creating the person that they always wanted to be. Right. And I feel like that's how I want to phrase it, because it's not like you're just coming and I'm just going to reinvent myself. Sometimes you just have that in you. You see it, but it's like where you are presently, you might not be able to thrive there. It might not work. You might not feel comfortable because everyone around you knows you. So the problem that we have in society is that society is going to always remember you from when they met you. Right. So they met you in your broke season. So now that you're elevating, oh, now you too good for everybody. Oh, now you over here. But that's the point. We're supposed to always grow. We're supposed to always elevate and not stay the same. But some people don't get that memo in life. And that's cool. But we don't worry about that. But when you move to a brand new city, especially by yourself, like you just be like, you know what? This is a great place for me to just be who I am. Like, I feel good being Miss Inspiration. I went to an event on Tuesday or Wednesday. And the girl, one of the young ladies, we know each other. She does not know my name, right? She does not know me as Tanisha. And she was like, Miss Inspiration. And I was like, oh, like that really just made me feel good. And she was like, I always forget your name, but I will never forget Miss Inspiration. And I was just like, wow. Like, that's a beautiful thing. And I love that. So I am just being honest. I'm very happy here. I'm thankful that I had this opportunity. I'm thankful that I didn't allow fear, doubt, negativity to stop me from taking this path. And I know, and I'm looking forward to just being that person that can provide those little gaps. That's it. I'm not trying to be a billionaire from this. I just want to help bridge the little gaps. I want to help bring purpose into Tulsa. I want to help people to figure out what their purpose is. I want them to get away from the theories that they have been taught, that they have been told over the years of what they should be and what their life should look like. And they start to create that life for themselves. All right, God, thank you. I hear you. Right? So it's not just about the computers. It's not only about the computers. It's really about the purpose and finding purpose and then realizing, you know what, I need this. And then, you know what, I need that. And then we can help you find those supports to fill in the gaps. So sometimes your next level isn't in doing more, but it's in going somewhere that allows you to become more. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes your next level isn't in doing more. It's in going somewhere that allows you to become more. And Tulsa has allowed me to become more of who I am authentically or organically, and just enjoy that growth process and just seeing that the person that I came in 2023 is not the person that I am today. And that's in different ways. I'm a dog mom now. I got plants. My plants are living. Like, guys, this is a brand new feeling for me. So sometimes I do get really overwhelmed because it's just like, I can't believe that I did this. And I just want to encourage you. If you are looking for a better quality of life, have you ever thought about moving somewhere new? Somewhere maybe that you never even visited. I was already considering moving here before my visit, because it was just like a connection. It was just like, yes, yes. So if you are looking for a better quality of life, where would you move? What's on your radar? What's on your heart? Right? And start thinking about that. And if you're in Oklahoma and you're looking for support, coaching, or just a community around purpose and growth, I am here. I am Tanisha Shanae, Miss Inspiration, and I would love to be a part of your journey, your organization's journey, whether it's through computer literacy, is helping people to figure out and identify their purpose and help them to identify how they can get to that. We don't want to just figure out this is what my purpose is, but what are the necessary steps that you need to take to get to that point? I am the person that you definitely want to call and that you want to get connected to. So you can find me again. My TikTok is Miss Inspiration 25 and my Instagram is Tanisha Shanae. I would love to be a part of that journey. And I'm willing to travel throughout the state of Oklahoma and even down to my neighboring states as well, because this is necessary over here, right? We're going to unbreak and we're going to unlearn the narratives that we were taught, because they were not wrong, but there's always a better way, right? I'm in the space of working smarter, not harder, finding purpose and not just doing whatever, doing what you love, not doing what you can do. Okay. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to end here. If you have any questions, please drop them down. I will definitely get back to you again. If you have more personal questions, you want to learn about Tulsa Remote, about my move to Tulsa, or about any of my products and services, please reach out to me on one of my social medias. I love you guys. Be well and be blessed. Have a good one.
Man, that was another great message, Tanisha. Listen, friends, if you are not watching Morning Inspiration with Friends with Tanisha, then you are missing out. Hit that subscribe button and even share with a friend, because this is the best way to start your morning. Check Tanisha out every Monday through Friday around 7 a.m. CT time. You will not be disappointed.